Okay, so on 9a, we're looking for 7a, excuse me, we're looking for 9 factorial over 3 factorial, 7 factorial. So remember what we said at first is that 9 factorial, we can write that as, how do I write it out the long way?
1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 times 6 times 7 times 8 times 9.
Good. Remember, factorials means 1 all the way up to whatever number you're taking the factorial of, over, and then I could write 3 factorial as,
1 times 2 times 3.
and 7 factorial,
1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 times 6 times 7.
all right. And then because everything's multiplied on top and everything's multiplied on bottom of my fraction, anything that's on top and bottom will cancel. So I can cancel out the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on top and bottom. But if we notice here, we said that's the same as, that was my 7 factorial, correct? So this was a 7 factorial as well. But then we could go ahead and finish this. 8 times 9 is over. 1 times 2 times 3 is, and divide it and we get 12. So that will work. But what if I gave you something like 90 factorial over 89 factorial? You don't want to have to write all that out, do you? So what you can do is when you take that 9 factorial, you can break it down a little bit. You can say, okay, well, 9 is the biggest one on top, and 7 is my biggest factorial on bottom. So I'm going to take that 9 factorial down to 7 factorial and stop there. So I could have written 9 factorial as 9 times 8. I'm just reversing the order, okay? Times 7 factorial. Remember, multiplication, order doesn't matter. Over, now since I have a 7 factorial on top, I want to keep 7 factorial on bottom, so I'm going to leave it down here. And then just work out that 3 factorial. So that's 3 times 2 times 1. Since I switched the top, I just switched the bottom. Same thing though. And then we saw, oh, well, the 7 factorials cancel, and I still get the 72 over 6, which is still 12, but I didn't have to write near as much, right? So it's really useful when we get to some of the other things where they give us some bigger ones. If they give me 50 factorial, maybe it's over 48 factorial or something like that. And so that way I don't have to write them all out.